If you're ready to do math today and you have your coffee ready, join me in the simultaneous sip. The question we're working on today is, let A be an invertible n by n matrix. Show that for U and V in Rn, the following formula defines an inner product. And that's U times V is equal to AU dot AV. Smash that like button and let's get started. So we need to show all four axioms hold. So we'll start by taking the product of U and V, which is AU dot, this is the dot product, AV. The dot product commutes, so that's AV dotted with AU, which is the product of V and U. So condition 1 holds. Now we want to show that if we start with U plus V times some vector W, we could distribute the W in. So this is A times the vector U plus V dotted with AW. But we could distribute a matrix in. That's one of the properties of matrix multiplication. So it's AU plus AV dotted with AW. And one of the properties of the dot product is we could distribute it. So that's AU dotted with AW plus AV dotted with AW. Well, this is exactly U times W plus V times W. So condition 2 holds. We now want to show that we could factor out a scalar multiple. So we'll look at Cu times V, which is A times Cu dotted with AV. We can distribute out the C, or factor out the C from ACU. And now we could factor out the C one more time. So maybe step 2, not so necessary, but we did it anyway. This is C times U times V, which is exactly what we wanted. Now the last one is the hardest one. We all agree with this. We need to show that U times itself is greater than or equal to 0 for all U. And in the case when U times itself equals 0, we need to show that only could happen when U equals 0. So U times itself is AU dot AU, which is the magnitude of AU squared, which we know is greater than or equal to 0. And now we want to show that U times itself equals 0 if and only if U equals 0. So AU squared equals 0 implies that AU equals 0. But this doesn't necessarily mean that U equals 0, except for the fact that A is invertible. So this is one of the properties of the invertible matrix theorem. So since A is invertible, AU equals 0, the 0 vector, if and only if U equals 0. Make sure to subscribe for more Coffee and Math with Dr. Weselcouch. Don't text and drive. Bye-bye.